Okay, hello second graders. Today we are looking at lesson 4-4. They're going to be asking us to add two-digit numbers, and we're going to find that on page 211. So you can go ahead and get your book out. We're finding lesson 4-4. 4-4. That's page 211. And you can see Daniel on that page, and he has a frame to set up a two-digit addition problem here next to him. Okay, so once you find that page, I'm going to go ahead and read, and you can follow along in your book. The directions say add 46 plus 26. They want us to draw place value blocks if needed and explain how you solve the problem. Okay, so our equation that we're solving for is 46 plus 26. I have my problem set up here with a tens column and a ones column. So I'm going to go ahead and write my first add-in, which is 46. And I'm going to make sure my 4 is in my tens place and my 6 is in my ones place, 46. Okay. And then to that, I'm going to be adding 26. So again, I'm going to make sure my tens and my ones, 26, are all in the right columns. Okay, now I have my problem set up. Now you'll notice that we have a box here, and that box is there for us in case we need to regroup. Okay, we regroup, just as a reminder, when we have enough ones to make a 10. So sometimes we have enough ones to make a 10, but we don't always. So we have to go problem by problem to see whether or not we need to use this box. So let's take a look at what we have in our ones column first. I see 6 plus 6. That's a double, I know. 6 plus 6 is 12. Okay? All right, but I know I can only put one digit in each of my places. So the number 12 is going to be 2 digits. That's going to be too big. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to come over here and we carry that 1. We put that 1 over here in the tens, and the 2 drops here. So that's 12. I just put the 1 for the tens up here and the 2 down below. Okay. All right, now in my tens place, I have 1 plus 4, that gives me 5, plus 2 more gives me 7. So now I have a total of 72. Okay. All right, then we went ahead and we solved, and it says we could draw place value blocks if needed. I think it would be a nice idea for us to show with place value blocks how we solve the problem. That's another way of explaining. So I have 46 to start with. So I'm going to go ahead and model 46 with place value blocks. There we go. And then to that, I'm adding 26. So I'm going to put my 26 here. Okay. And then the next thing I want to figure out is, do I have enough ones to make a 10? And I sure do, right? I have 6 here, plus 4 is going to give me 10. So I'm going to scoop those up, cross them out, and I'm going to make that another 10. So now, altogether, I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 72. Same answer, 72 is my sum. Okay, all right, so the connection that I want to point out to you is that whenever you're going to regroup, whenever you have enough ones to make another 10, that is what we're doing here when we carry that 1. We're just regrouping, except in an equation form, and this way we're regrouping with rods and cubes, base 10 blocks. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get some more practice and look at the next page. So we see Daniel at the top once again, and we're being asked to find 56 plus 17. It says show 56, then show 17. Start by adding the ones. Okay, so let me emphasize that part. Start by adding the ones. Okay, why am I emphasizing that? Because the strategy that we learned just before this was the partial sum strategy. So for partial sum strategy, remember we added the tens first and then we added the ones. This is a different strategy. This is the traditional strategy where you start with the ones. So that's the difference between the two. Okay, so for all of our problems today, we're going to be starting with the ones first. Okay. So he models what that would look like with the base 10 blocks. I kind of want to draw your attention today to the equation form. So he has 56 plus 17. Okay, again, we're starting in our ones place first. So you can see in the next box, he starts with 6 plus 7. Well, that's a near doubles that I know, because I know 6 plus 6 is 12. So one more would give me 13. All right, so 13 is my sum, but look, I only have space for one digit. I cannot put 13 here. So I have to carry the 1 into the tens place and put my 3 down below in my ones place. And now in my tens place, I have 1 plus 5. That gives me 6, plus 1 more gives me 7. Okay? And that's the last step that they do. They actually do that, sorry, here in this last box. 1 plus 5 plus 1 more gives them 7. Okay, so I have a total sum of 73. All right, let's get some more practice with the guided practice. The directions ask us to write the addition problem and then find the sum and use drawings if you need to. Okay, so number 1, our equation is 34 plus 17. So I'm going to start by writing that problem in the diagram that they give me. So 34 is what I'm writing next, and my 3 is in my tens place, my 4 is in my ones place, plus 17. All right, so now my problem is all set up. Here's the part that we have to remember. Once the problem is set up, we're going to start by adding in the ones place. That's the part that's different. Okay, so now we're looking at the ones place. I have 4 plus 7. 4 plus 7 gives me a sum of 11. I can't put my 11 here because it's too many digits, right? I can only put one digit into each column. So I'm going to write 11 by carrying my 1 that's in my tens place and bringing my 1 down here that's in my ones place in the ones column. So 11. And now I can move ahead to my tens place. 1 plus 3, that gives me 4, and 4 plus 1 more gives me 5, for a total sum of 51. All right, so let's take another time to practice with number 2, 52 plus 31. So the first thing I'm going to do is set up my problem in my diagram. I'm going to write 52 plus 31. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2, I'm adding in my ones place. That's where I'm starting for this strategy. In my ones place, I see 2 plus 1. All right, well, that gives me a sum of 3. There's only one digit in 3. Do I need to carry anything over to this box? I do not, right? 3 doesn't have any tens. 3 is just one digit all by itself. It's just 3. So I can just put it right there in the ones place. Just like that. Okay, now I'm going to look at my tens place. This box is empty, so there's nothing to do with that. I have 5 plus 3, and that gives me a sum of 8. 83 is my sum. Okay, all right, let's try one more. Number 3, we have 35 plus 26. So I'm going to begin by setting up my problem. 35 plus 26. Okay. My next step is to start in my ones place. I see 5 plus 6. Well, I know 5 and 5 is 10, so that can help me with 5 plus 6, which is 11, right? I cannot put 2 digits in here. Gosh, 11 is a 2-digit number, so I can't fit it here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to carry my 1 and put my 1 from my ones place down below. So that's 11. See that? Okay. Now I can move to my tens place. I have 1 plus 3. That gives me 4. And I have 4 plus 2 more. That gives me 6. For a total sum of 61. Okay? All right, guys. So that is the strategy that you're working on today. So can we look at the independent practice together? On the next page, the directions ask us to write the addition problem. So we're going to need to do that for step 1, write it in the diagram, and then find the sum and use drawings if you need to. Okay, so let's do one more example together. I have 15 plus 28. So my first step is to write out the problem into the diagram. So 15 plus 28. Okay, make sure you have that first. All right, my next step, I'm starting in the ones place, right? I have 5 plus 8. 5 plus 8 gives me a sum of 13. Uh-oh, that's a 2-digit number. I know I can't put 2 digits here. I can only put 1 digit. So what am I going to do? I'm going to carry the 1, and I'm going to put my 3 down below. That's 13, right? I just split the digits apart. Now I can move to my tens place. So here I have 1 plus 1. That gives me 2. And 2 plus 2, that gives me 4. For a total sum of 43. Okay? All right, guys. So that is your assignment for today. And I would like you to work today on numbers 5, 7, 9, and 11. And you can go ahead and circle those now. 5, 7, 9, and 11. You'll notice those are all the odd numbers, right? All the odd ones are the ones that I would like for you to do. Now, if you're feeling like you're really rocking and rolling and you're getting it and you would like to do the even ones also, that is awesome. Go ahead and do the even ones too, okay? But if you're feeling by the time you get to those odd ones, if by the end you're feeling like your brain is just so full and it's, taken a lot to get your answers, then go ahead and just stick with those 4 odd numbers, okay? This is a new strategy. So like with anything, it's going to take practice before it starts to feel more comfortable. If you're starting to get a little bit frustrated and you need to sit down and talk about a problem together, go ahead and reach out to me, okay? All right, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, bye.